Hello, in this video I'd like to give a quick overview of creating and using personal category codes. Now I have another video on our channel that covers category codes, public, folder-based, and personal. This one's going to get into specifically on personal ones and how you create them for yourselves and then assign them to a document. So I have my categories column header here in my Worldox file list. I'm going to go down to this document here and just right-click, and that'll bring up the categories menu. And I can add an existing category to a document at this point, and below that I have my create edit categories. And when I pull this up, if I click on personal, notice I have my add, edit, and delete's grayed out because I have no personal codes yet. And then I have public. When I click on public, I don't have those buttons. It's because typically at a site, only your Worldox administrator and maybe a couple of other individuals that have been assigned the permissions will be able to add and edit and delete public and folder-based category codes, but each user can create, add, and edit their own personal code. So if I click on the personal tab here on the center and then click on the add button, I can create a personal category code. If I want to choose an icon, I can select, we'll have a list right here. You can get to additional icons by clicking the more, or if you don't want to assign an icon to your code, you can do that. So I'm going to click on the more button. It's going to list up a bunch of icons. I have this drop down, which will give me a few other choices, but the majority of the icons are under the general. And then click next and go through these pages of icons that I can associate with a category code. So once I find an icon I want, I can select it and then click OK. It returns that icon there, and then I can type in what I want this code to be. So now I've created this category code, and now it'll be available for me to use. So if I close this out and now right-click on this document under the categories column, add category, personal, and then add that code, it's now assigned to the document. Now, one big difference between personal category codes versus folder or public-based category codes, any personal category code that you assign to a document, only you are going to see it in Worldox. So no one else is going to see that code linked to that document, just the person that created that personal category code and then assigned it to the document. Unlike a public or folder-based code, where if you assign it to a document like these ones right here, everyone in Worldox will see these codes, but only the user that created the personal code will see this code. So that's the difference between a personal code versus the folder and public. Okay, that's just a quick overview of this, and once again, there's another video on our channel that goes into categories a little more detailed, that goes over the public, folder-based, and personal. So if you haven't watched that one, you should check that out too.